Hi guys, I'm Brooke from Runnin Amuck Acres, and today we are going to be making hummingbird feeders out of wine bottles. So some of the main things that you're going to need are obviously a wine bottle or any sort of alcohol bottle, so you can have your friends or your parents save the bottles from them drinking, as I did with my mom when, she went through a divorce, but, she's all good now, so it's all good. So then you're going to need copper wire and a tool to cut the wire, and then you're going to need the little bottle stoppers for the hummingbird feeders. You can order these online, and I'll provide a link for where you can get all of the supplies. So let's get started. So you're going to, of course, have a sticker or a label on the wine bottle. So to get those off, I put them in the sink and I soak them in warm water with some soap and just kind of let them soak for an hour or two, and the label will get really soft and just kind of naturally start to peel off. But then you're going to get ones that are a little bit trickier and they're going to stick. So what you're going to do, you can get the Mr. Clean magic sponges and get them wet, and it helps to take off the stickiness, and it'll also peel off the rest of the label. Or you can also use nail polish remover with a cotton pad, and it will do just the same thing. So it will remove it just as well. Whichever you prefer. It's kind of nice when you have the nail polish on hand and you don't have to go to the store if you don't already use the Mr. Clean white sponges, but it takes it and cleans it off really easily. So then what you're going to do is, I have different styles of the way I have wrapped the copper wire. So today I'm going to show you how to make one with the curly wire. You can also do more of the just wrapped around the bottle and then have the curly top where you hang it from. You can also just do it all straight. And then you can add a whole bunch of different designs to the bottle. So here I just used puff paint and some glitter to write perennial favorites on here. You can also, I used this one to, I cut out vinyl letters and stuck them on, and I glittered them up and glued them on the bottle. You can also add beads to any of the wires, or twine. This is great activity to do with kids. They'll love to decorate the bottles. You can also do any kind of spray paint or nail polish would work great on the bottles as well. These hummingbird feeders make great gifts, so I will provide in my blog post a downloadable printable file that will have the recipe for the liquid that you're going to put inside, and you can print it out, cut it into a cute shape if you would like. You can roll it up and stick it inside the bottle, or you can attach it to the outside with some ribbon and twine, and they make great, great gifts. Let's get started. So what you're going to do is, to get it to wrap around, you're going to start to get it and pinch it to get the wire to stay. And then you're just going to wrap the wire around the bottle and then loosen this and slide it down and just continue to wrap it around. It's easier to do it this way versus trying to just twist it without free form. It just kind of helps to keep it from getting too skinny or too fat, but it doesn't really matter. You can always tweak it after. So then after you've got it all twisted up, you're going to take it apart and you're going to pull it and stretch it, and you can bend it to go tighter. This is pretty tight, so we're going to go a little bit skinnier. If you pull it and stretch, So while I am going to continue twisting this all up, and then we will join back in when I have it all twisted and ready to go. Alrighty, so we're back and I have all of my copper wire twisted and ready to go. So I ended up doing 2 separate pieces. I found that it was easier to do it in 2 versus as one whole long piece. It's just a lot to handle, and it's a little bit easier to form to the bottle with 2 separate pieces. So I've got my 2 pieces. I've already kind of formed this one to the bottle. So what I did is I just wrapped the end around the neck of the bottle and twisted it around so that it is secure all the way around the bottle. So now I'm going to pinch this wire so that it stays in place. So that is good for now. Next, we're going to add the top piece, and this is going to help create the arch for you to hang it on a hook or from a tree. So what we're going to do is we're going to have the bottle, and I like that height. You can do it at however long or tall you want it. So then we're going to just take it off. And it's so easy to bend this wire that it's nice for, you can just try it and tweak it however you like. If you find that it's too long or too short, you can simply just pull and adjust to how the bottle likes it. So I'm kind of just twisting this around the other wire to hold it secure. So we're going to see how this fits. Okay, so I'm going to tighten it all a bit so that it's tighter around the bottle so it doesn't move around so much and make so much noise. So it's really going to take some time to play around to get it to stick upright. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to have it wrap around the neck of the bottle a little bit more. Okay, we're back. So I have it all finished. So I figured out a couple things. One, needed to wrap the wire the bottom wire higher up onto the bottle, because if it's too low, this top wire just flops all around. So you want to put it up higher, make it go, wrap it up to almost the top, and then I have this wire attached to the bottom and it ends about right here. So it really keeps it nice and secure. So I stretched out the wire a little bit more to kind of form it to the bottle. So you kind of really have to tweak it around with this design. It's a little trickier. You just have to spend more time on it. So then you really kind of have it all. You're going to want to make sure you watch out for any of the ends so you don't poke yourself. So you can either press them down to the bottle, or I like to wrap them down so that it doesn't catch, and put it back up and just twist it right back into itself. To go up and tuck it behind. So there you have it. So then what you have to do next is you just have the corks and you just pop it right in, and there you have your hummingbird feeders. So if you want to do the other design, what you're going to do is you're going to start at the base just like you did when you were wrapping the coil around the bottom, but you're just going to continue all the way up around the bottle. And this one's easy to do the one big long piece. So once you get to the top of the bottle, you're going to tuck it underneath this very top wire and create a hook. And then you're just going to secure it right to the end. So there are endless designs to how you can do these. So this is the very first hummingbird feeder I did several years ago. And so what I ended up doing with this one is I bought a thicker copper wire and then a real skinny one, and I wrapped it around the solid piece, the bigger piece. So then I also have the Coke bottle. I left the sticker on, so you'll notice that this is also a white cork. It's old. There's several different options you can do for the tips. Some have flowers, some are yellow. You can buy whichever kind you want. They all work the same. So there you have it, guys. I hope you enjoy. If you happen to make any of these, please, please, please let me know. I would love to see any of the your hummingbird feeders. I would love to tag me in any of the pictures. You can follow me on my social media accounts. I have a Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube channel, so subscribe to all of those, and we'll see you next time. Bye!